Today we're doing section 6.3 day 2, and we are focusing on converting rectangular to polar coordinates. So the general process from converting from rectangular to polar, your first step is going to be plot your rectangular coordinate. So the coordinate that's going to be given to you is going to be in terms of x and y to start. And you're going to do this to determine the quadrant. So basically the ultimate goal is find what quadrant you're in. Step 2 is going to be to find r by using x squared plus y squared equals r squared. And step 3 is going to be to find theta by doing tangent of theta equals y over x. So for our first example, our coordinate is -1, comma, √3. So the goal right now is that we have x and y, and I want to obtain an answer that is an r and a theta. So step 1 was to plot the point so we can get a rough estimate of what quadrant we are in. So if I go left 1, √3 is like 2 point or 1 point something, so it'd be slightly above there, and I would be in quadrant 2. So that's going to come into play in a moment. So first we need to find our r, and to do that we use x squared plus y squared equals r squared. So I have -1 squared plus square root of 3 squared equals r squared. So here -1 squared is 1, square root of 3 squared is 3 equals r squared. So r equals 2. So in terms of the coordinate, I already found the radius. Now I need to figure out the angle. So to do that, my tangent of theta is equal to y over x. So I have √3 over a -1, which is a -√3. And now we need to think about our coordinates and figure out which coordinate, when I did y divided by x, would I get the final answer of a √3. So the only possibility is that my angle has a denominator of 3, because the coordinate is 1/2 and a √3 over 2. And if I did √3 over 2 divided by 1/2, the 2's would cancel and I'd be left with √3. But we know, going back to this first fact, that I'm in quadrant 2. So the quadrant 2 version of pi over 3 would be a 2 pi over 3. So that's our theta. So to kind of piece this together, my polar coordinate answer that matches this is a 2 and a 2 pi over 3. So these two coordinates are the same, it's just one's in rectangular, one is in polar. So let's try another one. So for our second example, the coordinate is -2, 0. And again, I want you to convert to polar. So we'll say find polar. Okay, so if I were to plot a rough sketch of this, -2, 0, I'm somewhere over here. And now I need to find my r. So I'll use x squared plus y squared equals r squared. So 4 plus 0. So again, 4. And then we take the square root, and r equals 2. And now to find our angle, we use tangent of theta equals y over x. So 0 divided by -2 is 0. And the only time we would get a coordinate of 0 is when it's 0, which is 1, 0, or pi, which is -1, 0. And based on the picture, we can see that that coordinate's located in the pi direction, not the 0 direction, so I can assume that that's my angle. So my polar coordinate is 2, comma, pi. And that is our angle, or that's our polar coordinate. So that's all for today. We'll pick up with this tomorrow.